welcome back, guys. We are still at Gamma Aviation in the TBM. Just got serviced here at the apron. We flew it from Brest, Bretagne to Jersey this morning, and now we're going to take it back to Bretagne Airport over in France, over the channel. So, beautiful airport here, Jersey. Have a look around here. And of course, amazing TBM. And one thing is special about this flight. The first one today was on SU4, and this one is the first we're doing on SU5. So I'm really excited to see and how that new sim update work holds up. So far, extremely smooth. Really extremely smooth for me. Just let's get rid of stuff here that we don't need. You look grumpy. Close up the hatches, get rid of the covers here, and then see how this works. Like so. We'll close up the rear hatch as well. Step back around the leading edge of the wing. Don't need that anymore. And I'll jump in the plane. So yeah, why don't we look at the flight plan for a quick while? So this morning from Brest to Jersey, now the other way around, EGJJ to LFRB. 30 minutes flight time, block time 1 hour, 14,000 feet. I set all the fuel and all the passengers, so that is all taken care of. And watching the flight plan, we're at Gamma Aviation or Gamma Apron in Jersey. We'll take Juliet 3, Juliet 2 and Juliet, and we'll taxi to runway 08 today, which is the one we landed on. And either we'll do a Delta intersection departure or full length at Bravo. We might ask for intersection Delta departure. From there we'll take a quick sit, straight ahead and right turn to a LEDOC. It's going to be the LEDOC 2 Bravo departure. And then a quick arrival here on the 8 chartered arrival via the ILS, runway 25 left approaching to Bretagne. That's what we're doing today. So let's get this thing started up. Read some or listen to some checklists by our co-pilot from SayIntentions. Like so. Just close up everything here. We will close the pilot door. Pre-flight checklist. Also using Iris, the new language model from
Pre-flight doors and parking brake set.
Parking brake set and doors are closed.
Crash bar up.
Crash bar will.
Generator set to main.
Main.
Source set to battery.
Battery.
NAV light on.
Nav light on.
Power level idle.
Power level is idle.
Prop lever max RPM.
Max RPM.
Condition lever cutoff.
Cutoff is set.
ELT armed, dump switch guarded, and ram air pushed.
Arm, ram pushed.
Horn test sealing.
Good. Horn test sealing, we're not going to do that
Oxygen
today.
on.
Oxygen is already on.
ITT test button.
ITT test button is off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Alright, so listen to the ATC here in Jersey. Pick up the infos and then we'll ask for clearance. Just gotta set up something quickly here. We'll fetch the flight plan from SimBrief. Go to Jersey waypoint info. We'll set that 8 is 13468.
Have information kilo.
And we've got kilo.
Jersey Airport. Information kilo.
There's no clearance. There's only
1850 Zulu.
Ground controller.
Arriving and departing runway 08. Wind 110 at 9er. Cav OK. Temperature 20. Dew point 10. QNH 1016.
106.
Transition level 60. Localizer may be unreliable. Monitor closely for guidance. Advise on initial contact. You have
Ground
information
and tower.
Kilo.
And we got Kilo, alright. Jersey ground, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima, over at Gamma with Kilo, requesting IFR clearance to Bretagne. See how Iris is doing the new language model of SayIntentions.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. 24 Alpha Lima, you still have an open flight plan. Please be sure to close that one first via the new flight button.
And that is crap, happens all the time in SayIntentions. Had nothing to do with Iris, so I'll do that, I guess. Wait for a second there and ask him again. Jersey ground, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima with Kilo. Request IFR clearance to Bretagne. See if he's more happy now. In the meantime, we're
Clearance
watching.
on request, you're number 1.
Watching beautiful views of Jersey Airport. Still empty, but SayIntentions is going to populate that soon.
Two-4 Alpha Lima, cleared to Bretagne via the Layrac 2 Bravo departure runway 8. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 118.555 squawk 5661.
Cleared to Bretagne via the Layrac 2 Bravo departure runway 8. Initial climb 4,000. Departure 118.555 squawking 5661. November 24 Alpha Lima.
24 Alpha Lima, read back correct.
November 24 Alpha Lima, request engine start.
Two 4 Alpha Lima, push and start approved. Face west.
Push and start approved, face west, November 24 Alpha Lima. Engine start checklist.
Engine start AUX fuel pump on.
On.
Strobe lights on.
They're on.
Ignition auto. Starter on.
Starter on. We'll watch the propeller spin.
When NG reaches 13% set condition, lever to low idle.
Nobody around. So watching the ITT, the NG stabilizing around 15. Low idle. Watching the ITT not to over temp here. Stay within the green limits, like so. I'm waiting for those 50%, at which stage we're going to high idle. Check.
When NG reaches 50% set condition, lever to high idle and set starter to off.
Checked.
Engine start checklist complete.
Auto. Auto. Set all the gyro instruments. We'll turn them on. Taxi lights here can come on. EPS master will come on as well. Pitot 1, Pitot 2. And we'll set a AP trims master. We go to 14,000, so 150 is okay. Auto, fan on and auto. And that is all good. Okay. Ground, November 24 Alpha Lima. Ready to taxi. If possible, intersection Delta departure. See if that works with Iris, the new language model.
24 Alpha Lima, runway 08, taxi via Juliet, Bravo Delta. Intersection Delta departure approved.
Wow. Runway 08, taxi via Juliet, Bravo Delta. Intersection Delta departure is approved. November 24 Alpha Lima. That is just excellent. Okay. Just gonna center my track IR like so. Then we'll flick tower into standby, so we are ready there. And let's go. Bye bye, Gamma Aviation. Thank you very much for servicing my aircraft.
Sierra Papa Whiskey, Quebec, ready to taxi.
Golf Sierra Papa Whiskey Quebec, runway 8 taxi via Hotel Alpha X.
Clear on the right there.
Runway 8 taxi via Hotel Alpha.
Take a left turn here on Juliet 3. Taxi along. By Juliet, Bravo and Delta. That's what he told us. So, so far SU5 new sim update working flawlessly. It's really smooth for me. And SayIntentions, the new build with it is as a long language model, also really best. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff landing lights, nav and strobe lights, A on. Verify that cabin pressurization and ventilation systems are set.
They are set.
Set flaps to the takeoff position.
Takeoff.
Set trim to the green arc.
That is already set.
Set de-icing systems.
We said that before. Not
Check CAS messages.
Now CAS messages are
AP
empty.
pre-selectors and avionics and weather radar. Check
That is
amps
set.
below 50.
Checked that before.
Optional, run up, hold brakes, move throttle to 1900 RPM, move RPM lever to feather, observe the RPM drop, move back to max, click the prop speed button, observe RPM drop, return to idle.
24 Alpha Lima, contact tower on 119.455, safe flight.
Tower 119.455, November 2 from Lima. Thanks, bye. Jersey Tower, good evening, November 24 Alpha Lima, holding short, runway 08, ready for departure. We are clear on the final there.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Jersey Tower, no delay, 737 on an 8-mile final runway, 08, winds 110 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
No delay, runway 08 cleared for takeoff, November 24 Alpha Lima. So we'll make them a favor and just make a rolling takeoff here in
Approaching
Jersey. Let's
runway 8.
go. Ease up on the torque. Hold the center line, we'll get some right crosswind here, not too bad. Rotate. Positive climb and gear up. Beautiful views over Jersey. Flaps can come up. We'll go in yaw damper and we can go into 850 mode. Watch the torque there. Over torqued it a bit. Like so. Go into nav mode.
24 Alpha Lima, contact departure on 118.555.
Departure 118.555, November 24 Alpha Lima. Thanks, bye. 118.555, like so. Jersey departure, November 24 Alpha Lima, 2000, climbing 4000. Taking that right turn now over Jersey.
November 24 Alpha Lima, departure identified. Climb flight level 140, direct Badur.
Climb flight level 140, direct Badur, November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay, going direct, so he gave us a shortcut here. Let's accept that shortcut, flight plan. Badur, direct. Thanks. Just taking the right turn over. Not sure what that is here. Which city or which place. We have the airport back there. We started runway 08 and there's GAM Aviation where we just had our TBM service today. Cool. Alright. Climb checklist.
Optional. Run up. Hold brakes.
No.
Move throttle to 1900 RPM. Move RPM lever to feather. Observe the RPM drop. Move back to max. Click the prop speed button. Observe RPM drop. Return to idle.
Oh.
Departure Golf Quebec Uniform Sierra Lima 2000 for 4000. Golf Quebec Uniform Sierra Lima radar contact. Climb and maintain 6000.
We got to set that engine and the autopilot. Go to standard now, 1013. IS mode, like so. We try it again. Climb checklist.
Climb set IS mode at 130140 knots.
Okay, that worked. Check.
De-icing as rec needed when the temp is 10 Celsius or less, or when visible moisture is present. Monitor your torque gauge. Should be 121 or less at all times. Reduce as needed. Set STD altimeter above transition altitude. Landing lights off above 10,000 feet.
We've done so.
Climb checklist complete.
Alright.
Departure Golf November Whiskey Romeo Delta 2000 for 4000.
Golf November Whiskey Romeo Delta radar contact altitude restriction cancelled. Maintain VFR.
Climb 5000. Golf November Whiskey Romeo Delta.
So well underway on the SID. Taking us to Lennox, which would have been 5,000, but we got that clearance to climb to 140, which is okay for me. Then Badur, we have a direct at the moment. Then Unlev, there's a arrival, which is a fairly short one. The Unlev Charlie arrival, which tells us to do what? To descend to flight level, or to be above flight level 60 at SOPEX, which is an initial fix. And that's about it. We have an ATIS active in split on 129er 355, so why don't we set that 129er and then 355.
Golf Sierra Papa Whiskey Quebec.
Like so.
India 2000 for 4000. Golf Whiskey Foxtrot Oscar India radar contact VFR altitudes.
Now we'll listen to that ATIS.
Fur removal in progress on the east ramp. Expect delays. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
We've got Delta.
Brest Britannia Airport. Information Delta. 1930 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 25 left, 25 right. Wind 230 at 9er. Visibility 10. Broken at 1200. Temperature 14, dew point 12. QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Caution bird activity. Rubber removal in progress on the east ramp. Expect delays. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Okay, Delta.
Brest Britannia Airport. Information Delta. 1930 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 25 left, 25 right. Wind 230 at 9er. Visibility 10. Broken at 1200. Temperature 14, dew point 12. QNH 1017.
1017 in Delta. So let's brief this approach chart together with Melly. We have localized frequency, which is 1099er. We'll set that within the flight plan and the GTN. We'll go to load procedure, approach, and we'll fetch that runway. Not sure which one is going to be though. We'll opt for ILS Yankee up to 5 left, and it's going to be vectors for us. And now we have that frequency 1099er set in active mode. The final course 252.
Zulu, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Radar contact. Climb and maintain 3000. And timing.
No. This one here. This one here. Oh, this one here. 252. Is this one? Is it correct one? I'm not sure.
4 Alpha Lima. Expect to descend in about 15 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
252. We'll set that more accurately over here later on. Then we have intercept at 2000, so we will intercept the glide slope.
24 Alpha Lima, expect the ILS Zulu runway 25 left approach into Britannia.
Except the ILS Zulu runway 2 left approach into Britannia, November 24 Alpha Lima. So fetch ILS Zulu, it's going to be the same roughly, but just do it correctly here. Same frequency. So this is a Zulu one, and we'll set that Zulu. So switch, select approach, Zulu approach, and we're set there. Yeah, intercepting the glide slope at 3000. It's at the Zulu one, at D8.5, which is going to be here. D8.5. At 3000, this is what we're aiming for, and max 210 knots, down to the minimum, which are going to be today, category 1 for us. RVR 550 knots, 55 meters, sorry, and a decision altitude of 512, standard. Approach, tower. There's only a tower there, there's no ground controller over in Britannia. Perfect. So why don't we take advantage of Millie and ask her a couple of things about the approach chart and stuff like that. Can you please explain to us the difference between a category 1, 2 and 3 approach? The torque, just over torqued it there by mistake.
Certainly. A category I approach allows for a decision height of 200 feet and a visibility of 550 meters. Category 2 reduces the decision height to 100 feet and visibility to 350 meters, while Category 3 approaches can go as low as 0 feet decision height and visibility as low as 50 meters, depending on the specific subcategory, A, B, or C. Each category requires different equipment and pilot qualifications. It's crucial to ensure you have the right setup for each type.
Was a good explanation there. Why are the minima higher on a localizer only approach where the glide slope is out? See if you can answer that accurately.
The minimums are higher on a localizer only approach because you don't have the vertical guidance provided by the glide slope.
Perfect.
This means you need to maintain a safe altitude until you can visually identify the runway, which increases the decision height and visibility requirements for safety.
Perfect. So there's a difference also the minimal descent altitude. Okay, thank you very much, Millie. It says something below the localizer glide slope out section, and it says MDA. What's MDA on a localizer glide slope out approach?
MDA stands for minimum descent altitude.
Wow.
It's the lowest altitude you can descend on a non-precision approach, like a localizer-only approach, without having visual reference to the runway. If you reach the MDA and still don't see the runway, you must execute a missed approach. It's crucial to be familiar with the MDA for safety and to ensure you're prepared for any situation. Keep up the great work.
Wow.
QNH 1015.
Golf Uniform Victor Yankee Bravo, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000.
QNH 1015. What about that? Okay. Really cool. And then there's also on the same chart the circuit to land minima, which are even higher. Why are they even higher?
The circular landing minima are higher because they require a greater margin of safety due to the lack of precision guidance. This means you need to maintain a higher altitude until you can visually identify the runway, ensuring you have enough time to react if you don't see it. It's all about safety.
Golf Bravo, Golf Tango Kilo, radar contact, maintain
Wow.
VFR at or below 5,000.
This is a tricky one. Let's see if she can answer this properly. Hey, what's the difference between a final approach fix and a final approach point? This is a tricky one.
The final approach fix, or FAF, is the decimal where you begin your final descent to the runway, typically marked by a specific waypoint or a navigational aid. The final approach decimal, on the other hand, is the decimal where you must be established on the final approach course and is often associated with the decision altitude or minimum descent altitude. Understanding these decimals is crucial for a safe approach.
Thank you very much, Millie. That was excellent. So let's brief the approach chart then.
You're welcome. I'm glad you found it helpful. If you have any more questions or need clarification on anything else, feel free to ask.
Localizer frequency is set. 252 is probably set. We'll check that later on. 3000 is the height we're going to go to intercept the glide slope. The minimum we checked. This is one that is important for us. The airport and runway elevation is 312. MSA, like so, nothing special there. Missed approach climb on runway heading 3000, then as directed, so straight ahead, and then as directed 3000. Okay. Taking that right turn now to SOPEX. SOPEX being, ANLEV, and then SOPEX being the arrival, which is a short one, and then see when we get descent by ATC. So we're already now over mainland UK, and we're well underway. So the next test I'm going to do or perform is VR, and that is for me the holy grail. For me VR has been excellent in FS 2020, has been broken in FS 24 for me, and I'm putting my hopes for SU5 to fix VR problems. Just hope, because VR is something else. Now that light right turn to SOPEX, like so, and then soon we will get some descent, I guess. And the TBM 850, the ram handle is on the right side below. You can pull it out and push it in again. What does that handle do?
The ram handle on the TBM 850 is used to control the ram air intake for the engine. Pulling it out allows for more airflow into the engine, which can be beneficial during certain phases of flight, particularly during takeoff and climb. Pushing it in restricts airflow, which can help with engine performance and cruise. It's essential to manage this properly for optimal engine efficiency. Keep up the great work.
Ram air control, and that's not exactly what it is. So, Millie, that was not really entirely correct. The ram air handle, when it pulls that out, it's going to equalize air outside
When
and
you're
inside.
ready, descend flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110, November 24 Lima. Go to 110. So far, it is SayIntentions. You're working really fine. And why don't we
24 Alpha Lima, descend flight level 110.
descend flight level 110? Hey, can you please take over the comms for me? See if that holds true.
Sure thing, Andreas. I'll handle the comms from here.
So apparently in the new SayIntentions build, the response times between ATC and the co-pilot are really short. And why don't we test that in the end part of this flight now? Descending to flight level 110, well underway on the arrival here. And then we'll see what the next gonna be.
Griffin 5 Juliet Mike, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
And this plane is something that I have to say. Panning around like this would have been jittery on SU4, and it is everything else than jittery on SU5. It is really smooth, and my god, are the graphics good on this TBM. So we're on flight level 110 now. See what will be next for us on the menu.
24 Alpha Lima, descend flight level 080.
Descending flight level 080, November 24 Alpha Lima.
And that is completely correct. That was really quick. That was a swift response to the ATC command. Cool.
Blue Island 6 Juliet Echo.
Really cool.
For 4,000.
Blue Island 6 Juliet Echo, radar contact.
Wow.
Maintain 3,000.
3,000, Blue Island 6 Juliet Echo. 24 Alpha Lima, descend flight level 060, turn left, heading 245 vectors for the ILS runway 25 left approach, QNH 1016.
Descending flight level 060, left heading 245 for the ILS 25 left approach, QNH 1016, November 24 Alpha Lima.
And that really works really well. Really well.
Alpha Lima, proceed direct Foxtrot, India 2 Lima Zulu. Descend altitude 3,000 feet until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach.
Proceeding direct Foxtrot, India 2 Lima Zulu. Descend altitude 3,000 feet until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach. November 24 Alpha Lima.
3,000 we have reached there, so that's going to fit perfectly for us. To intercept the lights up there. This stage we don't need the 850 mode anymore.
Tango, radar contact, altitude restrictions cancelled, maintain VFR.
Sea level, local QNH we have already, so that is all okay. So, having tested the response times between co-pilot and ATC, it is true, it is really fast. And so that is really good. So why don't we prepare approach. Then waypoint info, and we'll flick the tower frequency in standby, which we already have. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't.
Golf Alpha, India Golf Alpha, radar contact, VFR altitudes. Climb 5,000, Golf Alpha, India Golf Alpha.
Like so, 12010. Okay. Already with France here. Did I say UK before? Yes, I did. Enjoying the views over France here, Bretagne, and the coastline. And again, I'm really astounded on how smooth this is, and panning around just works flawlessly. Guys, I'm loving it. As I'm cleared for the ILS, we might as well flick approach mode, where we can't do that because the glide slope isn't there and we're too far away as yet, I guess. So why don't we slow down a bit here.
Transition level 60. Caution bird activity. Rubber removal in progress on the east ramp, expect delays. Advise on initial contact, you have information Delta. Brest Britannia Airport, information Delta.
Okay, approach mode is set, localizer is captured, which is a good thing. And the course is not correct. 252 is correct like so. We just overshot it a bit. Not too bad. Glide slope is not alive yet. At 4,000 local KNH, perfect. Got all the lights on.
Golf Yankee Charlie.
That's all good.
Radar contact. VFR altitudes.
I'll handle the comms from now on.
Golf Yankee Charlie Echo X-ray.
All right, Andreas. You're in charge of the comms now.
So waiting for the handover to tower. And while we're at it, let's have a look at where we are going. We'll exit at Charlie and then we'll see which apron he is gonna give us. Yes, guys, I'm excited about this stuff. Even more excited with VR. See what that is gonna give us. Really, really excited about VR. We'll see. Still 14 miles out. Well established on the localizer, but the glide slope is still not moving course because we are not there yet. In the meantime, we'll set everything for a missed approach procedure, which was not going to use today, hopefully. 3000 is okay, and the heading, runway heading is set. There's a runway.
Departure Golf Uniform Charlie Sierra Tango 2000 for 4000. Golf Uniform Charlie Sierra Tango radar contact. Climb and maintain 9000. 9000. Golf Uniform Charlie Sierra Tango. 24 Alpha Lima, contact return tower on 119.2.
Return tower 119.2, November 24 Alpha Lima. A different frequency. See if there's somebody there. Britannia Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, established ILS 25 left.
Approaching runway 25. Caution! Caution!
74 Alpha Lima landing tower identified.
Flaps 8. Passing through some clouds here on the final. Gear down. haven't got the clearance yet. Don't need to set ground frequency into the standby because there is no ground there, there's only the tower. Still no clearance to land. In the meantime, the views are spectacular here. And the performance of this SU5 is just great. Flaps full. Yaw damper can come off. Still no clearance. So heading is set, altitude is set just in case we will go missed because there's somebody standing on the runway, which we don't hope. Spectacular.
24 Alpha Lima, runway 25 left, winds 230 at 9er, cleared to land. Caution bird activity.
Runway 25 left, cleared to land. November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay. Good stuff. The views are spectacular. Slow this thing down a bit.
Approaching runway 25 left.
Look at those views. It is just amazing. So, autopilot off, let's do this thing. Let's land this baby ourselves. Not really well aligned here. Look at the traffic down there. Trouble with the trim on this TBM, I'm not sure why that is. Some wind there. Used to land the Learjet, and this is surely different.
Air France 1982, contact departure. Okay, switching to departure, Air France 1982.
And the birds, as he said, and the landing is flawless, guys. That was the best first SU flight I've ever had. An SU5, you rock. Okay, where we're gonna take? Okay, we'll just go to. We'll take Delta. Well, guys, welcome to Point 9 on SU5 with Iris and Millie and SayIntentions. Just gets better and better. So we'll brake here and we'll take a left turn here and we'll see what tower tells us to do. We will wait for this guy. Turn on the
24 Alpha Lima, welcome to Bretagne. Exit at Charlie if able. Contact ground on 120.1.
ground 1201 November 24 Alpha Lima. Get there is a ground in that case, alright.
Approaching runway.
Britannia ground, November 24 Alpha Lima, request taxi to the ramp. So, strobes can come off, like so, taxi lights are on. Ito, we don't need anymore. No, I set the wrong frequency, look at that. 1201. Britannia ground, November 24 Alpha Lima, request taxi to the ramp. Yes, what are you doing? Okay, I should have taken Charlie.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Britannia Tower. Taxi to the apron via Charlie, Papa.
Taxi to the apron via Charlie, Papa, November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay, so we shouldn't have taken Delta, we should have taken Charlie. And you know what, we're gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna take this taxiway here, which is one. And we'll go to Charlie. Sorry guys, such a good flight until the end, so close. And I messed it up in the end. Well, he was a little bit late telling me that I should have taken Charlie. I was already off the runway on Delta. So, this is Charlie, and then Papa. So, apron via Charlie and Papa. So, Papa is here, so we're going to the main apron, which is over here. Perfect. Taking a left there. Just straight in, and we'll pick one of the big gates here. Why don't we just go straight ahead? Yes guys, I hope you enjoyed the flight in the TBM 850 on FS224 with the new build, the new sim update 5 on SayIntentions, with a new language model EDIS, which really works flawlessly. It gets better and better, and it's joy to be living in this era of flight simming. Okay, I wish you a pleasant evening and have a good one, and see you next time. Bye bye.